I heard that your mosh pits, especially the hometown shows, they include wild pigs running through the crowd after the piggyback ride song. So is that true? No?
Where did you hear that?
What?
Well, on some dark web social media, there was at least one hometown show that you told everyone to put their phone away, and because they didn't do that, all of a sudden wild pigs were running through the crowd, and there was a very new kind of mosh pit. So is that a thing, or is that just plans from the headquarters? So is that happening? Welcome back, Metal Shatzis, or here in Cologne, and I'm so delighted. I am reunited with the lovelies, the proud, high-class ladies in gold of Blues Pills, Zach and Erlin. How are you doing?
Great. Great seeing you again.
Well, I'm delighted.
Yes.
The last time we've met was at Wacken. It was sunny because you were there celebrating your birthday. Fourth album was released that weekend.
Yeah.
It's been more than a year since. We got a live version of the album that was just released a couple of weeks ago. Now we have some new faces on stage. We're going to talk about that in a second. But how are things going? What happened since the last time we've met? You were just high on the release of the album, but I feel like you have not been sitting still since. So we said we have some live music. You're on tour right now with The Wolf. So what is going on in Blues Pills world right now?
I mean, right now we're just like having a lot of fun on this tour. It's obviously like a really cool bill with The Wolf. And so we're just like really into that at the moment and been having fun with the set. We changed the setup a bit and added some new like elements that aren't on the recordings. And that's always fun. So that's what we're up to right now.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's about it.
But as we said, you have two new faces on stage. One is a permanent new member, Agnes Roslund, that is taking over on bass. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit about her?
Oh, so I've known her since she was in high school. So she was a fan of the band. And I think we were like in contact. I was like, I don't know, giving her advice and, you know, just being this like, what do you call like when you're... encourage her to play music. And then, you know, we always been in contact. And then I think like our old bass player and us, like he wasn't really want to do it anymore. And, you know, we're friends. It's no bad stuff. But, and then we asked her, like we met her and, you know, we vibed. No, it's called vibed. So she's just 22, right? Yeah, she's cool.
Okay. And another new face on stage is Lina Anderberg.
Yeah.
That is taking over on drums. I think the official announcement is that Andre has some leg issues, some pain. But I was told that the rumor online is that he is actually cashing up on a promise that he made to us the last time we met, that he is working on his paternity leave. So is he having babies? Is that, 'cause we said every time somebody in the band has to have a new baby, is it Andre's turn?
Not that I know of.
But maybe.
He hasn't told me if that's the case, but it's like, you know, like his leg healed, but then when it healed crooked. So now he has like other pains because the leg isn't straight. And so that's caused other problems, and he maybe need to do another surgery where they break the leg again to make it straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So unfortunately, the healing has taken longer than expected. And so right now we don't really know what the future is.
Yeah.
Well, we'll wish him full recovery.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll get to see him on a stage soon. But until then, enjoy the company of Lina.
Yeah.
So
She's awesome.
I'm sure that the show tonight will be amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy to embrace the new faces.
Yes.
But as we said last time, the sounds of birthday were so positive, and I love talking to you guys. Felt like you're high on air. So much positivity, but I feel like the world kind of went crazy around us since. So are you still keeping positive? Is the music still as positive as it was written?
I guess so, but I guess I'm a bit more angry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything specific?
I mean, about the whole like world situation and like our, you know, how the society have changed from just being like we're so self-obsessed, like individuals, not like the collective. So I think we need to change a lot of things, like in our society, to get, you know, a good, healthy, strong society again, and thinking about everyone and not just yourself. Because in the end, it's just like, it's so sad when you think it's the money that is in power, and people get, you know, exposed and used, and it's just, I don't like it.
Is it affecting your stage time? I know that some bands sometimes talk to the fans and either encourage them to do something during the show or after the show. Do you have that speech that says we need to do something about the world around us?
I mean, I try a little bit, but it's also hard because then here I am, you know, like going on a tour bus using, you know, and people buy tickets. I mean, I think the prices isn't that high on this tour, luckily.
Well, it depends who you ask. Some people think it's too expensive.
Yeah, but it's not like, but also time changes, you know, like for an example, I'm in university now because I can't just do music anymore. And the music industry is changing, everything is changing, and it's a messed up situation, like in the world. So, but for one thing is that music is, this time we need this so much, like us and them, just, you know, being in this environment together, because I think somehow that's, you know, it creates something, a bond and a feeling of a collective.
So is it changing your creativity as well? Do you want to be more positive in future music, or do you want to be more clear about message of change in future music? If we can talk about future music.
Yeah, I think we're like back on being depressed again and a bit angry. We'll see. I think we have done a lot of demos, so it's just, you know, finding a time to like nailing it on recordings, I guess. Yeah.
I think the sound of the newer songs is a bit darker and more melancholic, but it's not necessarily like reflecting the mindset. I think it's just like the sound more that, like, you know, sometimes you don't have control over it. You just write songs and that's what comes out. Yeah. But I know the demos we worked on, they're a little bit more dark sounding than Birthday.
Well, I think it's not the first time that the band touched on kind of personal stories that call for a wider change, and I wanted to see if you feel like things change around you since some songs were released. So some of them are a bit more personal, some of them are a bit more global, and I know that the title track was influenced by a story of a birthday that didn't go as well as you wanted. So do you like your birthday a bit more sense? Do you have more positive story sense?
Yeah, definitely. Like now I celebrate my son's birthday. That's like the best birthdays ever.
That's easier.
With the kids, and you know, so now I have like good memories from, especially his birthdays. Yeah. Okay.
Zach, any good birthday stories?
Nothing that comes to mind. I'm getting to the age where birthdays aren't very exciting anymore.
Okay.
And we're not party animals either, so we're just like, fuck. You know? But yeah.
Well, I know that Christoph used to be the party animal of the band, so maybe we need to bring him back to celebrate your birthdays as well. And I think Holy Moly was also about growing, about moving on, about loving yourself a bit more. Do you feel like you've learned more? You said you're getting older. Are you getting more mature? Do you embrace the word adult as well? Are you finally in that stage that Holy Moly was looking forward to?
I think so. Yeah. But I mean, I'm still me, but maybe a bit wiser, slightly wiser. Hopefully.
Are you wiser, or are you just telling Ellen that she is the responsible adult of the band?
No, I mean, of course, you like when you are getting into adulthood, you have a lot of other responsibilities, and you grow into that. And I'm fine with that.
So what's your best tip to be an adult?
Don't just focus on like the stuff that you have to do. Just like also realize that you need, you know, fun stuff that you can grow from, like energy, meeting your friends, family, going to concerts, dancing, singing, being almost acting like a kid sometimes, but it's healthy for you, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't take life too seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds more like a kid's advice to be an adult, like staying a kid. But I like that. I appreciate that. And I think that there were also a lot of calls for change, as we said. And I'm going to touch on one of the first singles from Holy Moly, Proud Woman, that calls for more women to be more empowered, for society to embrace them, for women to embrace themselves as well. Do you feel like society also changed around us, that it's easier to be a bit different, that it's not just all white men on stage, all white men in politics, all white men around us, that more people of diverse genders, diverse sexualities, diverse stories are a bit more welcome around us, or do we still need to work on that and much more?
Oh wow, it depends probably what country.
Okay, I appreciate that.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's like heading backwards again. I think there's like a lot of evil stuff going on right now, and I think it's more important than ever to empower women, and the respect and everybody's equal rights, and all that. It's more now than ever, I would say, especially with also you see everything through social media, like what happening. Example of some countries, right now, and I think it's devastating. It shouldn't be like that.
Do you have any expectations, especially around us in the music scene? Other bands you tour with, or other fans, or other musicians, or the media as well? Anything that you think we need to do immediately to make it more welcoming? As we already said, that the world is a bit crazy, a bit negative, and social media is also affecting that. So anything specific you can already pinpoint and say we need to avoid or do more of to make it a bit more welcoming and safer for everyone? Zach?
It's kind of a heavy question.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because like in some ways, like in small, like if you look at small examples, it seems like there is progress. Like you notice a lot more female musicians, and at least in Sweden nowadays, it's a lot of great female musicians, and on festivals you see more females on stage and stuff.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, when you look at the broader world, like on social media, it seems like there's just a lot of hatred and things happening right now. So it's weird that it's like it goes forward and back at the same time.
Yeah.
So does it affect your motivation when you write a song about that inclusivity, about that empowerment, about being the voice for the unvoiced? Or are you still as motivated as you were before, and this is the way we need to think about it more, we need to talk to our crowd more, maybe post more content, comment more, or not read all those comments of hate?
Yeah.
Is that affecting your life as well?
I don't read comments. But yeah, so I don't know, man. Like I think for one, like an active thing, like from your questions before, like I think like one thing is because it is, I mean, yeah, there is progress in the music industry, like in rock or in metal, there's more female musicians. But it's also important for those, I mean, the higher percent is male. So it's important for them to, bring maybe mixed bands, or to not bring your white male friend. They also have to do stuff, because even though we are a percent now, but the male percent is way higher. So they need to be more, they need to do more, I think.
Well, I appreciate that. And hopefully people will listen to that and just invite and celebrate musicians regardless of where they're from, regardless of who they are. Just great musicians, so we can all enjoy that. Yeah. Feel seen on stage and also enjoy the mosh pit. Can we say mosh pit? Yes. Mosh pit. Something that also you touched on the previous album is this song Top of the Sky, that touches on our addiction to social media, inspired by a tragic story, I think, a death affected by social media. I was wondering again to see if your life changed, if you feel more in control of your social media use. Obviously the demand of musicians to be very active online, for fans to be in touch with you all the time. So did you feel like you changed since that song was conceived?
I mean, I don't really like social media. I mean, it's like, I feel it's like false. It's like you show the good stuff. But of course I have to do that, because that's how I connect with the fans and all that. So I respect that. But I have a bit of issues with like the integrity. I don't really like doing it, but then I think we haven't found our thing yet. Like if we find our thing with it, I think we'd be great at it. And now we're just like, oh, what should we do? Like, you know.
I heard you already found your thing, you're just not cashing in on that. I heard that your mosh pits, especially the hometown shows, they include wild pigs running through the crowd after the piggyback ride song. So
What?
is that true? No?
Where did you hear that?
What?
Well, on some dark web social media, there was at least one hometown show that you told everyone to put their phone away, and because they didn't do that, all of a sudden wild pigs were running through the crowd, and there was a very new kind of mosh pit. So is that a thing, or is that just plans
Oh my
from the
God.
headquarters? So is that happening?
That never happened.
No, that happened many times, I tell you.
So we'll wait for the video for
Yes.
that. But what are your thoughts about bands that are asking fans to put their phones away? I think Ghost disallowed any technology at shows. Is it something that you either think about or even ask fans to put their phones away to just be in the moment?
No,
I
I
mean-
think we don't. They don't use so much on ours, right?
We haven't asked them to, but I think I've noticed on this tour that there's less people on their phones actually, and I don't know why that is, but it's maybe like it feels like people are kind of getting tired of social media more anyway, because I mean I just noticed for myself when I go to Instagram or something, there's like so much AI content now, and it's just garbage, and then like you can look for a few minutes and then you don't want to even look anymore, because you're not getting anything valuable from it. Back in the days, you mostly saw maybe your friends or the people you followed, and there was more reason to scroll or look at things, but now it's just getting to the point where you don't even want to see the stuff showing up in your feed. So I think people are just naturally like getting away from it. And also, especially when you're at a concert, maybe more people feel like, I don't want to be on my phone right now, I just want to be at the concert.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that that's how you feel on stage, because I've been to some shows that I've seen more screens than the stage. So I'm really excited to experience the stage from a safe distance tonight.
We'll see how it goes tonight.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. Zach, if you don't mind, I want to wrap up on something a bit more personal to you. I know that you were born in the US, and in the past you referred to yourself as being a bit of an introvert, and it felt like, maybe it's just me reading between the lines, that you felt more at home in Sweden, that it's a bit more calm, a bit more respectful of you being an introvert. Because I feel like so many times I read online of tips how to stop being an introvert. So not embracing introverts as they are, but how to convert introverts into extroverts. So how does it feel for you as a self-loving introvert that you almost needed to move just to be accepted or to find your home? If I read it right, maybe you will correct me, and I'm okay with that as well.
I mean, it was just by chance, but I think it is true. The Swedish culture, people are a little more reserved, and especially compared to Americans, which
Even
like,
Ellen.
I mean, I appreciate,
Am I an introvert?
I mean, I don't say anything bad about Americans. Like, I appreciate when I go back and you are around people that are much more outgoing, and I like to be around that. But for me personally, in Sweden, it was like I fit in better. And that was just like a bonus about moving there.
Yeah.
So that was just how it was. I don't know.
Do you feel like you fit in Sweden, or have you ever thought about moving to the US and being an introvert compared to the Americans?
No, not now. I'm not moving there now. But I mean, one time in my life I was, I could move there, like before everything, but
I think Elin is definitely more extroverted than the average Swede.
I am. Yeah, people say that in my hometown too. That it's like, we notice you're not from here because I moved to a small town. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Well, I love the spectrum that the band offers, and I love talking to you guys, and I love the sounds.
Oh.
So if you don't mind, I'm going to try and steal a scoop about the future. You said that there are some demos, and we said that the live version of Birthday was just released a couple of weeks ago. There's also a new cover or reinterpretation of, am I pronouncing it correctly, Pure Rogefeld? The song that you named it, Here Comes the Night. I think it has a different name in Swedish.
Här kommer natten.
Yes, I'm not even going to try. So thank you for helping me with that. But what can we expect? Any more sounds this year, looking into next year, tour is kind of halfway through. You got some studio time booked. What can we share? Just the three of us here. Don't look at the microphones and cameras.
Yeah.
Just three friends talking. What can we say about the musical future of Blues Pills? What's coming?
I mean, we're planning on recording in the summer because then I'm off from university, and I think we have too many songs right now, which is good. But it will be darker, I think, right?
It feels like that.
Yeah.
You mean thematically or also genre? I know that you were kind of touching on other spectrums, and you had some issues, I think, when you were under the nuclear blast days, that you got some comments about not being heavy enough.
Yeah.
And I know that you have some influences.
We were not Metal of Steel.
Yeah. But I think that, Ellen, you kind of bring the heavier side sometimes to the band.
I know.
So can we expect some black metal, some Norwegian stuff?
That. You know, Agnes, she's let's call it growling.
Okay.
So maybe she'd be doing some of that. I don't know. That'd be cool though. But we'll see. We wrote almost like a hardcore song that we're gonna try to use, but it can't be as heavy. But that's pretty cool though. I think we are not we always want to develop, and otherwise it wouldn't be boring. So, but right now we're not releasing a country album, at least.
It's always so hard to talk about it beforehand, because sometimes even if you think you know what you want it to sound like, when you actually go in the studio and do it, it ends up something else completely.
Yeah.
So that's all we can really say now, but it's definitely more sounding.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully we get to hear some new stuff after the summer.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure talking to you. Cannot wait to see you again on stage.
You too.
I'm looking forward to the angelic blue cloud that you were bringing on stage last time. Is there anything else you want to say to fans out there before we say goodbye?
Just take care of each other and be kind. Enjoy life, enjoy music. Spend time with your family and friends, and just do things that make you feel good.
What she said.
The angelic golden souls of Blues Pills. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.